Hey everybody, Mac and Damon here for OCR Kings at a rugged Maniac rain fest. It's starting to rain here pretty good. At where are we? Southwick, Massachusetts.
Yes.
At the
Rugged Maniac, New England.
Motocross sort of racetrack thing. We are right by the fire jump obstacle. It's not at the end of the course.
It's right there.
Like at the, say, Spartan race. But
probably like
right
two miles in of the 5K.
Yeah, it's
so interesting spot.
Three-part fire jump, and a lot of people are having fun. We're going to hear them in the background, probably hooting and hollering in a little bit.
And, and speaking of all these people coming through, all these people are coming through. So this is now, we finished our race, and this is many waves later.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people here, so way to go.
So impressed,
looking good.
Impressed
Rugged Maniac.
by Rugged Maniac, and then just all the participants coming out. So, I mean, it's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. And in inclement weather. It's not a nice day. It's kind of cold.
It's a cold day, and it's like this tropical storm is kind of in the area.
Right.
So the fact that all these people are out here is very cool.
It's awesome.
Yep.
So here, by the way, is the bling. We'll show that right now. Okay, cool.
So if you can see, he has one, I don't. So we could probably cut to some quick footage of me in the mid tent, perhaps.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I got a little boo-boo here today, so all good.
Damer was fighting through in multiple attempts at a thing while he was hurting, so hats off to you, my friend.
Felt a pop in the Achilles area, so I was in the mid tent, so I'll be going to the doctor.
Yeah. Might be a wrap on the old OCR season for the old 2023. Tough one this year with injuries and whatnot.
Time to heal and renew.
Other than a debilitating injury, what did you think of the race?
I don't know. If you've done Rugged Maniac here in New England at this spot, at this racetrack, it delivers.
Yeah, it doesn't disappoint.
Cool. I mean, it's not super hard, but the sandy conditions are interesting.
Yeah,
they put you
the pep
on,
out of your step when you're running through the sand. Like always.
Very, very soft sand, so it's not a guaranteed underfoot. Obstacles are the typical flair, but it was like there's some good ones.
This year, as opposed to last year, we were able to get the super long water slide. The water slide wasn't at this location
last year.
That just rules. It was a little dry.
Yeah. In fact, we started to
slow down a little bit.
Slow down and even spin.
We were like yawing a little bit to one side. Not a big complaint, but it's usually faster when it's wet, and it was surprisingly dry.
I like that. They do some simple tweaks, like it's kind of a simple, small, up and over, like 2x4-ish A-frame, but they put like a chain link fence in the way.
That
just immediately makes the obstacle like a whole new flavor. So it's like that stuff's cool.
There was a pretty straight up and down vertical wall, and instead of like a 2x4 thickness handhold, it was a 4x4.
Yes, and there was no way to wrap your hands. Like there was no catch for your hands.
Really,
so you just had to grab and
change.
It was dirty and muddy from previous, which we were the second heat. So but it was still dirty and muddy. So yeah, it was pretty slippery. It just a simple up and over. All of a sudden, totally new challenge. Very cool.
I liked it. They had, what is it, Barzan or whatever, the monkey bars that sort of float. That had a difficulty multiplier. There was like oil or dirt or filth on top of the
our hands
wetness.
Came off that one, and they were clean now, but just absolutely covered in like a black oil. So it was like they were weird. Now that it's raining, we kind of beat the rain in our heat. It's raining now, so I'm sure that obstacle is going to get harder today. Just like Spartan and any of the obstacles at any event when they're slick.
Speaking of rain, you might be able to hear it. We're under our giant sports umbrella over here, and I'm seeing drops of rain forming on the lens.
On the lens.
This is a good time to have one of these, by the way. Again, big shout to our friends here at Robe.
Yeah, it's a little cold. It's a little cold, so cutting back to the car. putting this on,
fuzzy, warm,
and then
swap out your gear underneath.
taking off the wet stuff underneath, and it feels
fantastic.
It's like a nice towel material. It's awesome. So these things are lifesavers. So
we'll put a link to them in the description below. So
if this is your first race, or if it's nearby driving, it's absolutely highly recommended.
Absolutely.
And just looking at the participants out here, people are having fun. It was like, I'm not seeing the super duper athletes, I'm seeing a whole gamut of super athletes down to just everyone,
right, normal,
which is great to see.
Normal people. Yep.
So it was like,
Love
shout out to everyone out here, just kind of, now they're dealing with the rain, getting through the obstacles, having some fun, and challenging themselves. And that's what it's all about. So the numbers,
I was impressed.
Like
we said that early on. We're like, wow, look at the wave that we were in was packed. It was like the second wave.
And then
it's amazing.
And then we finished, and then just looking at the next wave or two while we were hanging out, we're also packed.
That's right.
So it was like, well done. Like, yeah. Like,
good job, Rugged Maniac.
Yeah, so hopefully new time racers here now keep going, and maybe even try out some other brands. Check out Bone Frog, check out Tough Mudder, check out Spartan, because everyone has its own flavor. Rugged Maniac has a definite nice niche, so it's worth checking out. And obviously so do the other brands. So
I'm looking at all of these folks coming through. I'm gonna
spin the camera real quick.
the camera real fast if I can before this whole pack leaves.
Our parking spot is right here.
So there was a whole gaggle of folks that went through. Parking lot here.
Yep.
Obstacle there. So there's the 3 step fire jump that we were talking about. And a lot of people are coming through, and they're just having a really fun ass time.
That's right.
You know? So
yes. Yep. So overall, very cool. Good job. Good job, Rugged Maniac. I mean, this one is close to us, so we tend to hit this one every year.
all the time.
The time, and it's just kind of a fun one. It was like we've done a million races, but this one's special to us.
Yep.
So keep coming to Rugged Maniac.
Right on.
If you haven't done a race, if you're thinking about doing OCR, it was like worth checking this one out as your first. Bring some friends, and I don't know, just like all these people out here that we're watching now. It was like just go out and have a good time.
Absolutely. And while you're out there having a good time, we hope to see you.
That's
then,
right. Yes, we do. Remember to please like and subscribe so we can continue the content coming and keep growing the sport and the community.
Amen. All right.
Yep.
So this has been Mac and Damer for OCR Kings, and reminding you, as always, train hard.
Have fun.